Welcome back, my friends, to my last brain cell. Happy Tuesday, y'all. We are officially, somehow, some way, already halfway through June. So I hope this month has been good to you. Once again, it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So to all the men out there watching, I hope you're doing good. I hope your mental is straight. And I hope that you have somebody you can talk to when you're going through tough times. Let's see. I got a lot to talk about actually today, besides like the question of the day and all that other stuff. We are gonna do our last two Sembo block people. We got Gojo and we got Darth Vader. I'm gonna start with Gojo just because he looks the easiest and Vader just looks the most fun to put together. I do want to show you guys something. So I think when I was putting together Zoro, I was telling you guys like I was struggling to like figure out how it works. Like how is he gonna carry all three swords? So we just settled with two. I was doing some Googling and I figured out that it came with a little plastic piece. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it goes around his head and that's how you put the sword. So anyway, I have all three swords now in Zoro. And I just wanted to flex that real quick for y'all. Yes, sir. But anyway, a lot to talk about. So we are officially now somehow also 2.5, 3 weeks removed from DreamCon. Um, and damn, I opened Vader first. Oh well. So what does that mean? It means that a couple of weeks ago, you guys got during the usual cycle. You guys got the what, Dakota? You guys got the DreamCon recap episode, like that, like officially dropped. So that's out there in the ethos, and I put the clips up of some of the interviews and things that we saw and things that I attended, because I know that you guys are usually interested in that, and it makes it a little bit easier for you to also identify what it is that you are most interested in. So that's one. Two is I hope you guys also peeped that you got your first, I guess, exclusive look at what will be sort of what we do for DK Clandestine Cuisine. What I started off, the very first episode is um, from basically a brother of mine, Chef Vaughn, aka Big Papa Jerk. We went to his spot while I was out in Houston because obviously I'm out in Houston, so it just makes sense to go visit his spot. He has a food truck called Big Papa Jerk, and he makes jerk style food, and it was delicious, man. It was delicious. So that video is up. The clips are out there, and by the way, shout out to everybody who watched those clips, man, because y'all snapped with the support, especially on his interview part. Like y'all snapped over 1,000 views. That is most definitely my most watched short yet. So I just thank you all who tuned into that. But yeah, man, yeah. So to kind of touch on clandestine cuisines a little bit. I am going to go to a plethora of restaurants, right? And for the majority of these restaurants, and dang, for the majority of these restaurants and food businesses, I don't know these people personally, right? Like, Big Papa Jerk was a very special case because I know Chef Vaughn personally. Like I said, like his brother is my best friend. We went to college together, right? I think I talked about Deshaun on here before. He gave me Boba Fett, right? So my friend Shawnee is his brother. And while we were out there in Houston for DreamCon, I knew before I even announced Clandestine Cuisine that I was going to try his food. And then when I had Clandestine Cuisine in mind, again, before I even announced it to you all, I thought to myself, damn, it would be really cool to have a very special episode of that with his stuff, because it's not like I'm going to be able to even try him out here, right? He's not out here. And obviously, Clandestine Cuisine is more to highlight the businesses in Western New York, but this is a special case because, well, he's not in Western New York. I feel like I have no, that's the right side. So I say all that to say, I if I know for the remainder of these, what? Oh, maybe they gave him a little lift. For the remainder of these episodes of Clandestine Cuisine, if I know the person, I will try to get an interview just like I did with Big Papa Jerk, because I feel like that's pretty cool, right? I feel like it's kind of sweet to see, where this person came from, what inspired them. Like, I didn't know that they were first generation American. That was really cool for me to learn. You feel me? So it'll be nice if I can do that with other people. But for the most part, it's going to be me just going into establishments, ordering some food. If I can record that part, I will. But it's just gonna be like it's just gonna be me trying out food at different places that I think like need a little bit of shine. Not that I'm big, not that I'm anyone super reputable, but these are places that you probably, even if you lived out here, you might not have gone, or if only if you're like a super duper local would you have known to check out, right? So that's kind of what my mindset is there for that one, for Clandestine Cuisine. So I say that to say, I do have more stuff coming for you guys with that. You won't get any more episodes of Clandestine Cuisine. And to remind you all, when I do drop a Clandestine Cuisine episode, there will be no regular pod episode. The drop a couple of weeks ago was a very special case because I knew I had to get the DreamCon stuff out, and I wanted to surprise you guys with what I dub now episode 0, if you would, like the precursor to Clandestine Cuisines, with that very special episode from my brother Chef Vaughn. So, whoa, there's a lot going on with Gojo. I don't even know where to start with some of this. What the hell? He must have like, does he have parts on his, what the fuck? I'm so confused. Okay, wait, what? Like there's all this like red lightning, like I assume to symbolize him using the red attack, but I I genuinely have no idea what I'm looking at here. Like, should it go? That looks stupid. That looks dumb. That was dumb of me. That wasn't a good idea. Yeah. So yeah. A lot more to come. TBD, not TBD. It's coming soon. I got a couple of episodes lined up, and I will give you this spoiler. One of the next episodes that I have is from somebody I know, so you can expect the interview style that we had with my boy Big Papa Jerk. I don't know if what I'm doing is correct. What? I thought that Vader was gonna be complicated. I lied, man. I lied to myself. I lied to you guys. Gojo seems to be the most complicated one. I have no idea what to do with this stuff. Like, I can't tell how it's supposed to be assembled, where it's supposed to go. It's just like little crackles of it. Did I break it? Is it broken? I feel like it's not. I don't know, y'all. I'm baffled. Well, he's just gonna be very plain Jane right now. You know what? Because he's very plain Jane, if you're an anime only, I apologize. Kind of. Oh man. Ooh, you might get lucky. Because he's really in there. Ooh, you might get lucky. Yeah, I'm not gonna bite it off. I'll figure that out later. You anime onlys got real lucky just now. You have no idea. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. That's all the updates that I have. So DreamCon recap video is out. Clandestine Cuisine special episode is out, with one episode a week or one episode a month coming for, I don't know, the end of time, I guess, until I'm tired of doing it. I am. It's been 3 weeks almost now. So like right before DreamCon, I ended 75 hard. Like at least like the diet part and stuff. So I have been enjoying like all the foods and things that I didn't have for those 75 days. And I will say this, I love a good sandwich, a good bagel, a good English muff. Like I love all those. But carbs, man, carbs make me feel so heavy. It makes no sense. It really makes no sense how heavy I feel once I've eaten some carbs. I genuinely can't even begin to fathom it. Yeah, y'all, it makes no sense. And I'm just like, why? What? Carbs? Yeah. And I know it's carbs because it's the only thing that, and I'm like, and it's not carbs. I shouldn't say it's carbs. It's more like those processed carbs, like the breads and the baked goods and things like that. Yeah, y'all, I have been feeling super heavy. Like I haven't had a real gym regiment since the end of 75 hard. So I kind of just been futzing around in the gym. I finally made a new regiment, so that's gonna be nice. So I have something new to follow for the next couple of months. While I continue to cut through. I think I'm gonna cut until like the middle of August, so for the next 2 months, and then I'm gonna go on a very structured bulk until my birthday. So this would be like a 5 month cut and a 4 month bulk, and then I'll do another cut to take me through winter. And I'm doing it right before my birthday because that's like right in the midst of the holidays for the bulk, so I'll be able to enjoy some of that food a little bit more than I usually would because I'm on a bulk, and I can rationalize it as it's because I'm on a bulk. And I'm very excited too. I've never done like an actual bulk, like a smart, healthy bulk before. And I'm really curious and excited to see how I look post cut. I looked pretty good right at the 75 hard. I definitely have put on. I've actually only put on like 3 pounds since the end of 75 hard. But like my midsection, because of these carbs right now, bro, I'm heavy and bloated, so I definitely gotta stop doing that. But the diet is back on. I hate saying the word diet. Like the clean eating is back on. You know, still enjoying what I want to enjoy, but making sure I'm smart about it. I just cut back my calories a little bit more for this like tail end of the bulk. I was doing 2,300 to like maintain slash cut, and I said bulk, I meant cut. I've been doing 2,300, but now I'm gonna do between 1,900 and 2,000 just for this tail end. And I'll see how that goes. Relying on a lot of water because it's finally fucking summertime here. It's 80 something degrees when just a couple of weeks ago it was like 50. I don't know what's going on, but I'm really glad summer is here finally. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all I got as far as like catch ups and updates and things. So now I guess I can finally move on to the question of the day. Question of the day. I've been watching a lot of TV recently, right? And I don't know if it's just like a comedy sitcom type of thing, but I find that a lot of the main characters of these shows are kind of dicks. Like, and I'm sure it's because they're meant to be like funny and we're meant to laugh and shake our head at their shenanigans and their antics, but some of them are just dicks. So my question for you is, who's a main character in the show that is just a massive dick? And honestly, just because it's fresh in my mind, I'm going to say Archer. Originally, I had thought Jamie from the Jamie Foxx show. Jamie King was kind of a dickhead. I can't remember the reasons that I had, but like a few months ago when I was watching Jamie Foxx show, I remember being like, Jamie King's an asshole. But Archer takes the cake as far as main characters who are dicks on their show. First of all, it's named after him, so he's the titular character on top of that. So that's already a horrible ego boost that he does not need, honestly. But he is just a major asshole. And it just never made any sense to me how a man can be such a dickhead like that. He's a dickhead to everybody. Man, woman, child. Actually, not to his own child, but yeah, he's an asshole. So real short and sweet question for you guys today. Question of the day. Damn, my bicep looking. Question of the day. Who is a main character that you think is a dick? And while you're putting in the comments, yes, you should be putting it in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get Cards Against Humanity. All right, y'all. Let's see what's going to happen this time. I feel like I haven't played Cards Against Humanity in such a long time. And I think it's because like we did a Tuesday, Thursday episode, but Saturday obviously was that young double feature. And don't get used to double features. I can't stress that enough. Don't get used to double features. Those days are over. Yeah, we're not doing what's called anymore. Slice of buffalo. Yeah, those double feature days are over. Those were very tiresome. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I haven't played since Thursday, so it really feels like a super long time because there's that week in between too before I record again, and then Sundays is sip read repeat. So, which is also getting spicy. Check that out too. I forgot how good Gone Girl is as a book, man. Next book we read is gonna be something I've never read before, so I can be like properly shocked. But I forgot how good this book is. Anyway, what never fails to liven up the party? What never fails to liven up, oh thank goodness, the party? I can't. I feel like I just got a haircut not that long ago, and I already need another. Actually, I guess it has been a while. It's been about 3 weeks, and I won't get one until like that 5th week anyway. I guess I'm right on. But I feel like my hair was growing back like super fast. I could be tripping. I usually am, but I feel like my hair's going back really fast. What never fails to liven up the party? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I never heard her last name pronounced, I don't think. I'm always used to calling her AOC. Full frontal nudity. Assless chaps. Now, for obvious reasons, AOC is going to be immediately eliminated from contention. She has no bearings in this run here. Yeah, she can't do anything. She can't even hold a candle to full frontal nudity or assless chaps, which is hilarious because those are basically two sides of the same coin, literally. Full frontal nudity is in the front, assless chaps in the back. That's insane. I guess the real question is, what I feel like the shock value of full frontal nudity is gonna get people, like, especially in person, right? Because, oh my goodness, you're naked here in a setting that doesn't deserve or that doesn't require nudity. However, if someone walked by you and you happen to turn around as they walk by you and then you saw assless chaps, I feel like the reaction would be more, not excited, but she's not excited to see someone's ass unless it's a chick with a fatty. But I feel like the assless chaps is going to be like funnier to talk about as opposed to the full frontal nudity, because the full frontal nudity could be very what's what I'm looking for, offensive. Assless chaps could be too, but I feel like it's offensive in a funny way on purpose. If we're talking about what never fails to liven up the party, I genuinely feel like if a person came in with assless chaps, that party is going to be cracking the fuck up, as opposed to the full frontal nudity, which would be filled with murmurs. She's over here. What's he doing? What's he doing? Like, the assless chat is gonna incite a lot of laughter. So, to answer what never fails to liven up the party, I'm going with assless chaps. Let me know what you would have picked: full frontal nudity, assless chaps, or AOC. Put in those young comments, and while you doing that, I'm gonna get the Wheel of Fun. Okay, Wheel of Fun, don't let me down. Music. Man, you know what? It's really funny because I feel like every time music came up for the last couple of times, this question's been in my head, but I'm really glad I just thought about it recently. So my question to you guys when it comes to music is, between these two producers, which one do you think has had the biggest impact? And then, which one do you think has the better beats? Between Static Selector and Harry Fraud. And me personally, I feel like the answer to both might be Harry. I feel like niggas really fuck with Harry Fraud's beats. Like, and his call sign, La Musica. You know what? We're going to throw a third in. Static Selector, Harry Fraud, and Alchemist. And I feel like putting Alchemist is so hard because it feels like he should sweep, right? But I do feel like Harry Fraud be making some banging beats, man. Like, if between those three, if I had to say which one heavily impacted the culture, I'm gonna say Alchemist. But between those three, who made the best beats? I gotta go Harry Fraud. And I could be biased towards Harry Fraud because I listen to a lot of Currency, and Currency and Harry Fraud have a really great relationship. Currency and Alchemist also have a great relationship. They actually created one of my favorite Currency mixtapes ever, which is Covert Coup. Like, that is one of my favorite. But besides, like, the Pilot Talk trilogy and Stoned Immaculate, like, Covert Coup it just touches me. Pause. Like, I can't even begin to explain how powerful of a project Covert Coup is. Like, to this day, I can bump it. And you know what I think it is? I think it could be one song on there, but the whole tape bangs. But the song Full Metal, when he has the clip from Full Metal Alchemist of Alphonse talking about bring Ed Soul back, that's when I knew Currency had to be my favorite rapper alive. It was in that moment he solidified that he had to be my favorite rapper. Like, he doesn't miss either. Let's be realistic. Currency, he just can't miss, man. You give that man a couple of days in the hard beat, he's gonna eat. Pause. But yeah, Currency just he can't miss in my opinion. But yeah. But anyway, question to you guys is, between those three, Static Selector, Harry Fraud, and Alchemist, which one do you think has had the biggest impact on the culture? And then which one do you think has the hardest beats? Put that joint in the comments. And for now, I bid y'all adieu. I took up enough of your time already. I appreciate you tuning in and stopping by. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I feel very confident I did that right. Until next time, this is King Echo. signing off.